This is the president gushing about his meeting today at the White House with New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mandani. He called it a great honor to sit down with the self-described democratic socialist. He also admitted they have more in common than he thought. This comes after months of attacks against Mamdani, who President Trump has repeatedly called a communist. Today, the president says they could work together on crime, housing, and costs of living in New York. Interesting, they posed in front of the FDR portrait there. They spent more than a half an hour meeting before reporters arrived.
And nothing can break apart Queensbros, and they do have something together, right? You know, if we think about it, the top issue that they beat their opponent on back in 2024, Trump won on the economy, beat Kamala Harris on that issue by 63 points. Look at Mamdani, very similar. Living cost, the cost of living, that was his top issue this year, won it by 37 points. They both were able to win what will be Mamdani's first term in office come January and Trump winning his second term because they spoke to the economic concerns of voters.
And when we see that Trump graphic, it says 2024. It doesn't say 2025. How's that issue going for him right now, the cost of living?
Yeah, maybe he could take some lessons from Zoran Mandani, because if we look right now in terms of Trump's net approval rating on inflation, 2 thumbs down. I mean, this is called the slippery slope down to the bottom. Look at this. In January on inflation, his net approval rating was plus 3 points. Look at where he is today, 34 points underwater. Okay, you know, you see this, you see him down at 34 points on inflation. I think Americans think that Donald Trump has lost the plot. And that, of course, has had a massive impact on his overall approval rating because, of course, inflation is the name of the game these days. The economy is the top issue. Look at this. Trump's net approval rating, second-term lows, and I got 5 numbers for you going across the screen. The best is the Marquette University Law School poll, 14 points underwater. Then it gets progressively worse. 17 points underwater in Fox, 17 points underwater in Marist, 22 points underwater in Ipsos, and then rounding out, we have the AP North poll. Donald Trump is 26 points underwater. My goodness gracious, he's performing about as well as the Buffalo Bills offensive line did last night. Oy vey, oh my goodness gracious. But then I think the key question is, right, can you really take advice from Zoran Mandani when it comes to a national audience? And we look at the net favorable rating, which is a nice close brother to net approval rating, has similar numbers, but not exactly the same. But look at this, the net favorable rating, Donald Trump, 13 points underwater, perhaps slightly better than his net approval rating, but still way underwater. But look at Zoran Mandani nationally, 11 points underwater. They are brothers in more than just speaking to the economic concerns of voters, at least trying to. They are brothers when it comes to their popularity nationally, not doing too hot to trot.